So, what are the three things? Finance, criteria, timeline. What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Coffee with Chuck 96. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. So, today I just wanted to go with a quick story of a transaction that I had with a buyer and the situation that they were in and what I did to help them, because I want to relate to most buyers, and it's kind of a story that if you're looking to buy, especially if your first home, I want to go over the feelings and mentality and all those things that you might go through for that, and what I do to help you get through the process. So, when a buyer starts the home buying process, especially if it's your first one, you're a little anxious, which is completely normal. You're overwhelmed at the beginning. You're trying to find your dream home. There's a lot of factors that you would need to try to consider. You're trying to figure out all this information with different things. You don't know what's right or wrong, but that's what I'm here for. So first off, buying a home, a lot of people start with the finances. You're not sure what you could afford as a buyer. Same with this person. They didn't know what to afford. You have to determine your budget and understand the financial aspects of buying a home. Definitely a daunting task. You want to make sure that it's a sound investment, trying to take care of the long-term goals, and trying to find a balance between what you like now and if it makes sense in the future. Me coming from the investment world, I definitely understand both sides for a win-win-win situation. Just ask the buyers that bought with me the last couple of years that were on the fence. They are definitely happy now with their decision. So finance, that's one thing. Two, it's what they need in a home, the actual things and criteria that you need in a home. It could be a long list of non-negotiable things with bedroom counts, bathroom counts, location, very specific criteria, but I need to understand what is the most important things that are really deal breakers in a home. The reason for this is because there's some things that I need to understand with your home, right? Sometimes there are no single family homes in the middle of the city in the price point that you have. So I need to make sure that you understand that these things can happen, or not possible, or whatever. Manage that expectation up front. Finally, the third thing is the timeline for buyers. In this situation with this story, this buyer had a lease that was almost up. So there was definitely a sense of urgency for the search. So we needed to find a new home very quickly, and we couldn't have too many mistakes throughout that transaction. And that's definitely pressure on everybody. So what are the three things? Finance, criteria, timeline. What do I do with all those things? As a realtor and having a lot of pressure of life events in my lifetime, handling people's life events, if you will. This is the job I signed up for. To accomplish this, I implement various options tailored to the specific situation, person, buyer. Okay, so for the financial aspect, what did I do first? Sat down, did a buyer consultation, understand what the buyer timeline is in Illinois. Then I introduced them to my finance mortgage team. and my mortgage team will take a look at all the financials and ultimately give you a purchase price that you could afford. Now, people think, especially a first-time home buyer, that you buy your home by the purchase price, which is kind of true, but you really buy your home by how much you pay monthly, because that's what is fixed every month, right? So that's how we take care of the financial aspect of things. How much are we looking at so you could afford the monthly payment? Next, to address the extensive must-have list, I have searches, guys. I know how to search well. I could find homes. I have apps. I have programs. I have a network of agents that I work with to help me find the requirements for your home, okay? Most of the home that, actually this year, most of the places that I sold this year came within my network of agents and didn't even go to the market. So that's kind of how it is. I have the off-market stuff, and I'm talking above and beyond like the private network. I have agents that are saying, hey, I like working with you. I have this listing coming soon. If your buyer can come up with this cash, I would like to work with you again, kind of thing. Because I know that I could close stuff and I have all my systems on lock. So that's a very big plus with working with me and having stuff. I get the good real estate stuff before it even comes out on market. Now, the final thing, the time sensitive situation. This is where I feel like I'm really good at my logistics and I understand it and I trust myself and I give, like I said, all the options that are out there. So the lease is coming up. Guys, if you have a lease coming up, I know when we need to start looking, right? In Illinois, and the way that the mortgage payments work is, if you close today is May 12th, I believe, your first mortgage payment won't be until July. What does that mean? That means that I started looking at a house in March, right? So if I started looking in March, I close in May, my first mortgage payment isn't until July. I have a couple months to play with so that I understand the timeline. Don't come to me 30 days before your lease ends and say that your lease is up and you need to go buy a place. Yes, possible to do, but now the timeline and options that you have definitely shrunk. So with timeline, reach out to me sooner than later so then we could figure out what the best timeline is for you, and then we could hit that when the time comes. So I have people that have been waiting for a year, couple months to start looking, but at least we have the strategy ready to go and we're able to take care of that when that time comes. So, I share this story and what I do. I want everyone to know that the home buying process doesn't have to be overwhelming, because I come up with a game plan. And then once we figure out and get all the questions that you need answered, we can then move forward. And you could confidently make the right decisions for you and your family. So then you could find your perfect home. Now, if you have any questions or if you want to discuss any of purchasing a home further, shoot me a text, email, DM, and I could definitely set you up with my buyer consult, and we could go from there. But that's all I got for you guys today. Have a great rest of your Friday. Have an even greater weekend, and I will see you next week. Cheers!